I'ma make a deal with the devil. I'm up for make a chill with the metal. I'm up for make a chill with the level. I'm up for make a chill with the devil. I'ma make a deal with the devil. On a man's team, make a deal with the metal. We can make a deal with the level. I'ma wanna live with the level. Deal with the devil. I'ma make a deal with the devil, boy. I'ma make a deal with the devil, boy. I'ma make a deal with the devil, boy. What's going on? What's going on, peeps? How are we all? I just have to put this up on socials. Writing bars. Over. Chase more. Come join www.youtube.com/360. Writing bars over Chase More music beats. Come join. I'ma make a deal with the devil. I'ma make a deal with the devil. Oi. We can make a bill so it's settled. Oi. I want to live with a metal. I don't know how to take a screenshot. Forget how to do it. I'm on an old iPhone. I forget how to do a bloody screenshot on this one. On my other one, it's the lock and the volume up. This is pathetic. Nope, not that. There we go. I figured it out. So I chill with a metal. Oi. Hey. Yeah, I've been working on thinking whether to call it Zombie Dragon. It's just straight up bars, you know. The more I learn, the less I know, but I'm out for violence. Away with words like a vow of silence. Open pub on Mars. Space bar. Yeah, I'm back to basics. Back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. Tracks thumping like we saddle blazes. But I'm fascinated. And you're for evidence, no affidavit. So to see we at them battle stations. Yeah, motherfucker. Got some funny, I got some bars in here, but Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. You're for evidence, no affidavit. Like the Faraday cage, like them Latter-day Saints, ayy. Coronavirus and Kobe Bryant. Where is it? OP from the bars, punch drunk, bars off the chain like I fucked up my nunchucks. You getting bum rushed, they call this dumb luck. Bars off the chain like my nunchucks are fucked up. I like that. Bars off the chain like my nunchucks are fucked up. Yeah, I want rap to be a sport again. All these rappers will be forfeiting. Banging when they walk like Joe Biden when he's talking with his audience. But when he has a slip up, it's bizarre, they call that Freudian. Oof, that's a bar. I want rap to be a sport again. Because all these rappers, they'll be forfeiting. Like Joe Biden when he's talking with his audience. But when he has a slip up, it's bizarre, they call that Freudian. Son of order. Open a pub on Mars. Space bar. Opening a pub on Mars. They call it a base bar. Opening a pub on Mars. They call it monkey bars. Got everybody up in arms. The bottom line you will underscore. Pioneers, Adelaide. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. I've had it phased, track stumping like we saddle blazers. Had to rap. I had to take it, track stumping like we saddle. Yeah, I had to take it, track stumping like we saddle blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. It's funny, I've got. Whoop. Back to basics. Had to take it, track stumping like a saddle blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. You're forever dense with no affidavit. You're forever dense with no affidavit. Like we saddle blazers. Back to basics. Yeah, had to take it, track stumping like we saddle blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like we rattlesnake is. Yeah, shit is going down like a mood change. And when I say you miss the meth, I ain't talking Wu-Tang. The loose chain. Yeah, this shit is going down. Yeah, shit is going down like a mood change. Shit is going down like a mood change. Shit is going down like a mood change. And when I say you missed the meth, I ain't talking Wu-Tang. When I say, so I'm just writing this in. What's happening? How are you guys? You good? Sorry, this bloody. This, the chat, the things in front of the chat, so I'm trying to see it. Off the bud. 3 days, first time. Whoa. Sorry, I just got to move this shit around a bit. It's fucking... The camera is blocking the chat. Yeah. It's better. Psycho, what's going on? Legend, what's going on, mama? G'day, Shari. Back buzzing like a rattlesnake is when I say, yeah, this shit is going down like a mood change. When I say you missed the meth, I ain't talking Wu-Tang. I'm trying to do a song with like just bars and shit, you know. Where is it? Like Joe Biden when he's talking with his audience, but when he has a slip up, it's bizarre. They call that Freudian. I hope people will understand that bar. It's just a bar, by the way. It's not saying anything. When he's talking with his audience, but when he has a slip up, it's bizarre. They call that Freudian. Bizarre. I should use the bloody speech to text thing. When I say Freudian, it's because you know Sigmund Freud, it's a Freudian slip. So when someone says something that they perhaps shouldn't, it's like, say you're with a girlfriend and you accidentally call her your ex's name, right? That's called a Freudian slip. So that's where that is. So I can't really change that line. Oh, Chase is here. Hell yeah. What's up, brother? When I wake up in the morning, I swear to God, I'm the horniest. Yeah, I swear to God, I'm the horniest. This shit is bigger than my foreskin is. Always go to foreskin raps. Foreskin is. Like Joe Biden. Like Joe Biden when he's talking with his audience, but when he has a slip up, it's bizarre. They call that Freudian. I want rap to be a sport again. So I got the rhymes. Bars off the chain like a fucked up OP with the bars. OP from the bars, punch drunk, bars off the chain like my nunchucks are fucked up. It's dumb luck, bum rush, I'm uncut. Bum rush, you dumb fucks, and bum rush, you dumb fucks, and run up. Bum rush, you dumb fucks, and uncut. My bars are off the chain like my nunchucks are fucked up. Yeah. Better get them hits up, and I ain't talking uppercuts. Never see it coming like a motherfucking sucker punch. Oi. Best to get them hits up. Smoke the bang. On its thing. Yeah. And with combat, I'm Johnny Cage. You will never see what's on your blade. You will never see my fucking score being Sub-Zero, homie. You ain't got the game. I'm Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, you will never see what's on your blade. Never see my... never see... I'm Johnny Cage. See the blood that's on your blade. You will never see my Scorpion Sub-Zero, homie. You ain't got the game. Moderate. Man, this has been so sick, Chase, if you're still there. Playing chords on the accordion. I'm writing that in there. Playing chords on the accordion. I love that rhyme. There's so much potential for so much shit, you know. Talking with his audience. When he has a slip up, it's bizarre, they call it Freudian. Playing chords on the accordion. Actually like that. So, cider on a moose light, riding on a push bike. Savalo, rider on a book mic. I'm Suge Knight on a good night. Yeah, this ain't what it looks like. Your sights are on that camel toe, where mine is on that bullseye. Mine is on that bullseye. Your sights are on the camel toe, but mine is on the bullseye. Suko, this is a Chase Moore beat. He's just in the chat. He's fucking awesome. Had to take a track stumping like had to take a track stumping like Saddle Blazers. Track stump back to basics. I had to take a track stumping like we Saddle Blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. Yeah. Had to take back to basics. Back to basics, track Saddle Blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. You're forever dense with no affidavit. Back to basics. Like a rattlesnake is. It's fascinating. Fascinated. Oh shit. I haven't really seen these. I haven't done many YouTube streams, so these little super chats are. Lieutenant Smithy, A6, how are ya? Doing well. Much love to you. I appreciate the deuce. Lucid Luke, chucking in a 5, you fucking legend. Yeah, I'll definitely be using this beat. Yeah, there's others too. There's Oh, this one I started writing to as well. You're a fucking legend. Chucking in the 80. Love it. It's good, eh? Hey. Chase, I swear you sent 3 emails. I don't know why I've only got 2. Just doesn't make sense, mate. Czech Republic. Damn, that's mad. What up, Teresa? Reggie, I've streamed on Facebook and I've done it a few times on YouTube, but mainly done it on Twitch. A6, that's a great reference. You're such a legend, brother. It's so good to hear your naturalness, if you know what I mean. Taters, legend. What do you mean by naturalness? Media One, did you get codeine banned? I don't know. I really hope I didn't play a part in it. With that song. What up, Hayden? Lepo? What's going on, brother? But you're talking to the villain. Make a killing. Living, but I wanna make a killing. Yeah, but you're talking to the villain. Baby, yeah. Was that shaking? I'm all good, brother. Yeah, I shake all the time, man. I've got shaky hands constantly. Wesley, when you coming to Detroit? Shit, I would love to come there. No plans at the moment, though. Hey, Nicole, babe, what's going on? The fam's doing well. How are you doing? Waiting for you to be in love and write more harp. Interesting. Talking. So go, much love, brother. You're a fucking champion. I appreciate you. How good is this beat? It's that hypnotic shit. Billy, absolutely, yeah. Got some good plans for this year, you know. Doing a ye old anniversary. For whatchamacallit, Falling and Flying. So we're going to do a big tour for that with a bunch of new music that'll come out with it. Deals. I wasn't doing a country album, man. I was doing an album that was just a whole mix of genres, like a bunch of singing and shit. Oh, Nicole, you're doing Game of Thrones. What are you up to? Oh, someone from India, what's going on? How's things over that side? I hope you're feeling alright, Tara. That's it can be rough, mate. Considering you've opened for him at his show at 2014, would you take the opportunity to collab with Eminem? I feel like your two styles would mesh well together. I would love to, but I don't ever see that happening, to be honest. It would be great though. Yeah. Season 6, damn. Jon Snow is, ooh, nice. Yeah. Forfeiting. I want rap to be I want rap to be a sport again, but everybody's forfeiting. Want it to be a sport again, but everyone is forfeiting. Like Joe Biden when he's talking with his audience, but when he has a slip up, it's bizarre, they call that Freudian. Yeah, on the mic I'm fucking living. Ay. Like Joe Biden when he's talking with his audience, but when he has a slip up, it's bizarre, they call that Freudian slip up. I'd love to do a song with Mercules. Joel, honestly, the stuff from What You See Is What You Get, I cringe when I listen to that. It's just that, unfortunately, it just happens with older music. Once you move on to past it a little bit, it just, you listen to it and you can't listen to it without just criticizing everything about it. You know what I mean? And that's sort of what's happened with with What You See Is What You Get. I just can't listen to that. There's I can listen to So Fake and Tormented Kid, but that's about it. Thick rappers. That's a big pun. I'm currently headlining my own shows in NZ and have established myself pretty well. Have opened for and worked with all of NZ's biggest, from Scribe to Smash Proof. Oh, that's mad, Dills. Fuck yeah. Good on you, man. There's so many good MCs over there. I used to be such a big fan of Morocco, man. Yes, yeah, Joel, it's a bit like that, man. Like, it's hard. If someone plays that album when I'm around, I just have to walk out. Just feel so much shame. Bars off the chain like I fucked up. Bars off the chain like I fucked up my nunchucks. My nunchucks are fucked up. Bars off the chain like my nunchucks are fucked up. Nunchucks are fucked up. Bars are off the chain like my nunchucks are fucked up. Oi, I'm in the back with a crew. We still in Labrador. What I do? What's what I literally do? I don't say fuck the police. Boy, that I literally do. Well, mama ain't gonna know. Phone, but walk in like what's up? Walk in your inform and I walk in like what's up? That's love, but I keep theme and I leave out like job done. Job done with a rock sun, with a hot one, we get hot one. War form with a love done, but it's up one, with it chopped up. Got beef, we scot free and got beef with a concrete that's scot free and must be, but I've got beef and they want teeth, but they not me. Swamps deep and I rock beep and swamps deep and I've got beef and I'm back and forth with Macklemore and a fucking Labrador. Hey, is it Frankie? Franciel? I don't speak that language, but I appreciate the words. No hablo. Suko, maybe, man. I completely forgot about that song. How old are you, Joel? I think I've seen Harry Mack. Is that white dude? Like the glasses and shit? Dills for sure, man. I can't wait to come back there, eh? Like, I feel like in the future I'll probably move there when I get a bit older. Had to take a track thumping like we saddle. I had to take a track thumping like we saddle blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. Hold on. But if the doctor's full, we go into that empty hospital, but we don't have the patience. But we don't have I can't do a patience wordplay, you know. I had to take it, track thumping like we saddle blazers. Back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. My act. I'm saturated. When it comes to accolades, I am saturated, fascinated with. We form a line and you're gone. We at a firing squad. We form a line and you're gone. 5 in the morning. It's 5 in the morning. It's 5 in the morning. Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. I die to be on. With a firing squad. We form a line and you're gone. We form a line and you're gone. We form a line and you're gone. When they know your name, you cop the top for free. You cop the top for free. And I ain't got the deep. Yeah. riding on a push bike, riding, walking in the C-Steed, wooded on a good night, got a center seas like, this ain't what it looks like. You see I'm riding on that push bike, my sights are on the camel toe when mines are on that bullseye. Confusing perspective, this shit ain't what it looks like. This shit ain't what it looks like. Your sights are on the camel toe, mine are on that bullseye. Fool's eye, like a fool, like a rule tool. The rules that we're ruled by. Tool guy, the cool. Fucking around, I'm a celibate, yeah. Baby's tried to arrogant, maybe if I stop fucking around, I'm a celibate. When I take a classy chick home, yeah, it's the only time you see me taking it elegant. Elegant, when I take a chick, classy chick, elegant. Elegant, trying to flip the elegant. Elegant. Might impress me. She wearing nothing but a ski mask, it's kinda sexy. She naked. I keep my ear to the street, all that I'm hearing is feet. Some absolute just shockers in here. Yeah. I go places you can't see like an oasis. I go places you can't go, places you can't see. Go places you never see like an oasis. Go places you never see like an oasis. So I'm so famous, I don't know what my own name is. I swear I used that on something so famous. I don't know what my own name is. I hit your chick with a bow state. Yo, your missus, she's banged your missus with a bang your missus with a She took the tip quicker than a broke waitress with no patience. Go places you never see like an oasis. So famous that I don't know what my own name is. Your chick's like a dope faces, but she took your chick's got the no. She took the tip quicker. Your chick's like an oasis. She took the tip quicker than a fucking broke waitress with no patience. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get that. Your chick's at Oasis, she took the tip. Nah, I gotta figure out how to flow it, but I love that bar. She took the tip quicker than a broke waitress with no patience. That celibate line has been word for word by a rapper named Dennis. When did he do that? A rare creature, a bear feeder who's their leader. A rare creature who's their leader but fair neither. Catching bodies but I ain't no fucking cheerleader. Catching bodies and I ain't no fucking cheerleader. Ayy. I did that celibate line a long time ago in a Facebook rap video. Who is Dennis? El Nico, is it? Or bloke? Taters. Hopefully I did it first. I mean, you always come across like people always have similar bars because there's so many rappers these days that are just like trying to work out what words they can use in different punchlines and what words they can flip to use wordplay. So there's always going to be some people that say similar shit. Sending much love from Prague. I just want to let you know that I hear you and I'm with you. You're not alone and can't wait for you to realise it. Teresa, thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. What time is it over there? In that big showcase in the house, yeah. Synaptics with the bars. I mean, it's like what I was gonna say before, like with the I'm back to basics, back buzzing like a rattlesnake is. I was gonna say something about like an empty hospital, I don't have the patience, but that is pretty played out, you know what I mean? So many rappers have said shit like that. It just depends. What up, Doom? There's no one that I fear neither. Catching bodies, but I ain't no fucking cheerleader. Lucid, oh shit. That's... Much love, Lucid, you fucking legend. God damn. Making it rain. Making it rain. Making it rain. With a bucket, I'll be taking a change. Yeah. Streaming around and I'm making it rain. Yeah. Shout out to Lucid, making it rain. Whether it's COVID-19, whether I was gonna do a rap about being a fucking conspiracy theorist and shit. Whether COVID-19, it's a gamble. I better get money. I better fun knowing nice things. Whether COVID-19, it's a gamble. I better get money. So we go with 5Gs. Antennas too much. So we go with 5Gs. Call me well hung. They call me well hung, but no one's Chinese. Getting youngins into bars like a phony ID boy. Whether COVID-19, antennas too much, so we go with 5Gs. And they call me well hung, homie, no one's Chinese. Getting youngins into bars like a phony ID boy. Away with words like a vow of silence, but I'm out for violence. Cold top like a motherfucking mountains climbing. She got the huge booty, so I go and mountain climb it. Straight beast, even though I'm bipolar. A high roller like a motherfucking dice thrower. I'm quite older, your time's over. Yeah, you die slower. I'm working but I'm white collar. Get the busy like the Night's Watch. With a wild lot, so much ice you can climb. Watch. Belly dancer, known for the hip hop, but no belly dancer. Known for the hip hop, known for the hip hop, and this ain't no Shakira shit. This ain't no. Known for the hip hop, and this ain't no Shakira shit. Yeah. Fearing this. You should do a COVID song like Eminem's Nat. What's that song? I haven't listened to that Nat song. What's that about? Shout outs to Matt Sunderland. Yeah, shout outs to Lucid. That shit just flips me out when people do the super chat stuff. Yeah, you'll fucking be demoralized. You took to Alan was a cunt and I had to... I'm trying to do a line about Alan DeGeneres. I'm sure someone's done something similar. 666. Pub Test, what's going on, brother? You dropped a verse from my man Marsh a few years back, and it's always given me hope of getting you on a track. I have something ready to send. Can I flick it through? Absolutely, man. Send it over. I've got to be honest, so I'm pretty bad with my emails, especially at the moment. I'm bad with it. It's pretty much about COVID and just full of bars and wordplay about COVID. It's actually sick. Man, Eminem's too good. Like, it pisses me off, you know? His lines are crazy. Better get the point like you're gambling for fucking shark. Take your fucking arm, that's my lucky charm. Space bar, opening a pub on Mars. Holding weight like a motherfucking wonder bra. Making noise, this ain't a muscle car. Call them monkey bars, they got everybody up in arms. Back buzzing like a rattlesnake. Track stomping like we saddle blazers. Yeah, like a horse race. I'm wearing war paint. Corn flanks, pedo, no Tom Hanks. My pipe dream. Man, how crazy is this shit going on in America right now? Fuck. It doesn't seem like when they banned Trump from Twitter, it's like unsettling, because it's like you never hear that guy silent, and you can't imagine him just handing over the keys to the kingdom. It just seems like he's some shit's about to pop off. I'm kind of a little bit. I'm honestly a little bit. Well, I'm very fascinated with it. Very fucking fascinated with it, but I'm a bit concerned. There's fucking 30,000 troops or some shit there. They've got them. They've got Marines there now. They've sworn in a bunch of US Marshals, like 5,000 or 10,000 or something. I might be wrong. I'm not sure if Special Forces are there, but I mean, I saw somewhere that it was like Joe Biden was the one who ordered in those, you know, all this massive military presence, but it feels like I don't think he has that power. It's Donald Trump is the commander-in-chief until the inauguration, but having that much of a presence is insane. Now the inauguration's on Wednesday. It's like, I don't know if they're on martial, if they're martial law. I don't think they are. Like, I don't think he's signed the Insurrection Act, and no one really knows. Like, he might have. Hell yeah. DRGN, is it? Much love, brother. If someone snipes him, the country will go hectic. Yeah, I've seen that. They're talking about how they're worried about potential, you know, loyalists in the military that might actually try and take out Biden. It feels like they're just setting up something big. Like, I don't know. It's concerning times. He does, Johnny. The thing is, when they silenced him on Twitter after the 6th, what happened on the 6th at the Capitol, when they silenced him on Twitter, it's like, it's eerie because no one knows what's going on. He's doing all these executive orders that release on the White House site. But he's not like, you know how when he had Twitter, you constantly knew what was happening with him because he was talking about the election and stuff like that. But now he's just silent. And then there's a huge military presence, and they've fucking built like a fucking fortress around the Capitol, you know, with massive fences and barbed wire and shit. It's like, that many people, I don't think they'd have that many people in case of riots. And the thing is, there's all these, I don't know if they're true, but there's threats that apparently there's Chinese military in Canada and Mexico, and I think there's like 250,000 troops. That's what I've read. I don't know if that's true or not. But if that was true, and there was threat of invasion, it wouldn't be in DC. That's the thing. So I also read something about concern about how the CCP have infiltrated the US already, and they've got people just standing by ready to go on the inside, and it just sounds insane. I feel like Kamala will be the president too, because they'll use the is it the 25th Amendment? Because he's just, you know, it was like they wrote that for him, for Joe Biden. Joel, exactly. It is eerie as fuck. Any invasion would totally unite the US. Can you imagine? It would start World War III. Because if one side's... like... I don't know. I'm not very well versed in a lot of this shit, to be honest. Hold on. The beat's distracting me. I'm not very well versed in a lot of it, but... like... the Great Reset is a thing that, you know, a lot of countries are pushing. That's not a conspiracy theory. Like, they talk about that, like building back better and stuff. I don't really know what it is. I've seen that a lot of people say that it's complete globalism. Some people say that it's, you know, it's a good thing. I don't actually know much about the Great Reset, so I don't want to talk about it like I'm aware, but I know that a lot of the people on the right side of the political aisle in the US, they feel like when Joe Biden comes in, it's that's America done. They're going to sign up for, you know, the NWO and all that kind of stuff. And that's why I think a lot of people will be really upset when or if this inauguration happens. I don't think they'll do the inauguration at the Capitol. It's like they've already cancelled both of his rehearsals, and they cancelled the one on Monday, and it's because of a threat. But how is there a threat when there's so many soldiers there? There must be something going on, you know. Nathan, much love, brother. Appreciate you. Roberto, so China wants to buy the USA. Jesus, that's not going to go down well. See you, Doom Raider. You legend. Thank you. Dante, the beat that I was playing is actually by Chase Moore. He was in the chat before. It's one of my beats that I'm using. Just writing bars on it, you know what I mean? I've been diving deep on the like down some conspiracy rabbit holes, you know what I mean? Man, there's some shit, there's some crazy theories out there. It's kind of scary, some of the stuff. You never know what to believe. Oh, what's up, Jess? I usually tune out as well, but for some reason, when Trump came in 2016, I was hooked in. Like, I never cared about politics ever, but then because he was causing all this fucking drama, I suddenly became so interested in the US politics. That's one thing that Donald Trump has done, is fucking gotten a lot of people into politics because he's not a politician. Then after that election, I tuned out, just paid attention a little bit, and then it gets to this election, and I was just hooked from the get-go again, you know. Oh, I've watched Alex Jones heaps. He's wild. The thing is, though, like, I haven't watched a lot of his own stuff, but I've seen him on Joe Rogan, and the stuff that he says on Joe Rogan sounds fucking mad, and then it checks out. It ends up coming true. Like, he was talking about human hybrids with pigs and all this kind of wild shit, and it's just like, dude, this guy's off his rocker. And then it gets confirmed. It's insane. Hey, Josh, you ledge. Oh shit, Johnny making a bet on that. That would have been a big win. David Icke is the man who explains it the best. Is it David Icke or David Icke? I used to watch a few of his things, and you know, when I dive on them conspiracy theories, there's certain things that are just like, come on, you know. I'll be open to stuff, and then I hear something like lizard people and shit. Maybe I just don't understand it enough, but I feel like as time goes on, those kind of things end up, not necessarily that, because I don't know shit about that, but certain wild stuff, like when Alex Jones said something about human-animal hybrids, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. And then it actually is true, apparently. And I saw one where they reckon the Pope's been taken out, and anytime he's been seen is old recordings or he's a hologram. See, that shit I find just crazy as well, but then I always stay open to it because you never actually know. Stephen, is there any news happening in Australia? Not that I know of. I don't pay attention much to the Australian side of stuff, but we did get fucking smashed with the COVID stuff, and in Melbourne the lockdowns were so fucking hectic. They had us locked down, we couldn't actually leave unless it was essential, you know. Dante, it's Chase Moore, so Chase and the Moore is spelled Moore. If you want ancient aliens or ancient civilizations on Gaia, the reptilians make sense. It's all to do with the ancient Sumerian gods who were the ruling class of lizard people. And Jess, are they actually, like, are they, I don't know how to say it. Are they, do we see them in human form? Like, are they here? Do they live amongst us and we just don't know it? Like, I'm totally open to it, but it just sounds insane. But I'm totally down to entertain anything, you know what I mean? See you, Terry, legend. Much love. Just tennis at the moment. Oh, I didn't even know the tennis was on. Roberto, World War III. I reckon that's sort of what my gut feeling is afraid of right now is World War III. I haven't been streaming for a while, Slayer, but I will. They aren't physically lizards, I don't think. They are lower entities for lower dimensions. You know what, one thing that I was like, there was, I think it was Alex Jones who was saying it, right? And he was saying they have this is so crazy. Like, this just sounds insane. No, it wasn't Alex Jones who said this part. This is different. So there was a thing called, I think it was Project Looking Glass or something like that, but it was called Looking Glass, and they figured out where, how can you explain it? Where basically, like, the multiverse theory is right. There are different dimensions, and they developed some sort of quantum computer or some shit to be able to look into the future just tiny bit, just to see what kind of decisions and what would happen. Most people think they died out. They were aliens from another planet that genetically spliced their DNA with the local monkeys to create humans. It's interesting. God damn it, I want to get into that. I need to look this stuff up. Joel with the Deuce. Wingnut Beats. I'll have to check out the beats. But with this Project Looking Glass thing, they were able to develop some sort of, I don't know, computer or whatever it is to look in and look into the future, figure out what would happen, and then I don't know how much further it got, right? And then I was watching the Alex Jones thing where he's talking about how there's soldiers or whatever, and say it's like they jack into another dimension. They take all this. It's like when you take ayahuasca or fucking, is that how you pronounce it, or DMT or something, and apparently it's not really, you're not really seeing things. It's just lifting the veil, and you're seeing stuff that's actually there, like spirits and all that kind of crazy shit. And they have soldiers that get pumped full of these drugs and actually go and get directions and stuff like that. When I heard that, I was like, what is this? Is cooked. And then everything else not everything, but a lot of the stuff that he said has actually happened. And it's like, well, I'm just going to stay open to this. I don't know. Your algorithm is already looking into your future. That's wild. That's like some Black Mirror shit, you know what I mean? If you guys have seen Westworld, it's like season 3. Michael, I appreciate you. Thank you. Stephen, this conversation is making me wonder, what is the meaning of life? Interesting. Sign up for Gaia. It's like conspiracy theory, spiritual Netflix. Watch Ancient Civilization, then Deep Space, and finally Missing Links with Greg Braden. Jess, how much, like, do you believe a lot of it, or? Yeah, Sebastian, when I did DMT, I felt like I was talking to the soul of the universe. Like, it was so amazing. It was like, I went out on the balcony and I felt like, I don't know, it was like a presence, like this fucking, it sounds so cliche, but it was like, I don't even want to say it because it just sounds so silly. It was like God was inside me, you know? Like this God essence. Not God, but like a God essence that was just like calming me down and said everything's going to be fine. And then I stayed up doing it all night. It was amazing. Nathan, you fucking legend. Dropping an 80. Cheers, brother. 8, I mean. I always say 80 or 5, you know. Watch Fall of Cabal. A lot of people have recommended that. It's like that's like the real heavy shit, about how the elites and, you know, the trafficking and all that kind of stuff. That stuff scares me. I've heard about what's it called, the adrenochrome or whatever it is. I don't know if it's real, but I have read about it. I actually don't know much about that stuff. I just don't like that subject in general. DMT is hectic. Speaking from experience, I felt the same way 60 when I had it. It's insane. I take everything with a grain of salt. I'm a very scientific thinker. I wouldn't say I'm a diehard believer, but some of the alternative explanations or interpretations of the stuff make sense. I think I'd probably feel the exact same way, Jess. Like, I don't want to dismiss anything, you know what I mean? Like, I'm open to anything being real. I only did DMT, like, I did it once, but I did it pretty much all night. It was amazing. I just listened to music, but it ended up not having like like the first time I did it, I was just like, boom. And then it was so intense. And then as I slowly did it, it sort of had less of an effect, but it was just this insane feeling. Oh, Pizzagate, yeah, that kind of stuff is... And that's what a lot of the people think, that Donald Trump is here. And a lot of the movement behind him is to stop all that, the cabal stuff. I don't know too much about it. I've been really looking into a lot of conspiracy stuff. Yeah, nah, amphetamines, fuck that shit. And there was this other thing that I was listening to, this guy who he did that project he was part of the Project Looking Glass, where they were like, they could look further in time, and they could even somehow, I don't know how to explain it, it's like they could calculate ways and see what's happening in the dimensions next to us and stuff like that. And it got to a point where they could probably communicate with people in another dimension, but they didn't know whether it was a good idea. You know what I mean? They didn't want to push it, and it could have been dangerous. But that same guy who I was listening to, he then went on to tell a story about, he was saying Project Looking Glass was amazing, but there's something that would blow your mind. And after hearing that, I was like, there's nothing that could be deeper than that. But they said they were studying sounds in space. I don't know if anyone knows what this is called or what it is, but the guy got really emotional when he was doing the interview, right? They were studying all these sounds in space, and all these like vibration, like energy vibrations that were just sitting there, and they would study all these like kind of frequencies and stuff. And then they found one that was so far away and it was so massive, and they started studying it, and what he said was when they listened to the frequency, they got completely this feeling of just being like euphoria, not drugs, but they felt amazing, and it was a healing thing and all this kind of stuff. And then they figured out that the sound that they were listening to was dated before the Big Bang actually happened. So this guy was crying when he was doing it. It was so believable. He sounded so genuine, and he was saying that when they like realized that it was before the Big Bang, he was like, it is the voice of God. It is what activated our universe. So that listening to that frequency is what, like, listening to God's voice in a metaphorical way, you know what I mean? And it was just like, holy shit. And he said that it got really dangerous, because when they found this out, like, there was people that got sick and they listened to that frequency and they healed, and they were really healthy and just happy and everything like that, and it could have been used for really good. But as you can imagine, he said that government people find out, and they want to use that to try and get further and better themselves in life. So they're going to use it for evil, try and control people and manipulate frequency or something like that. It was just like, listening to that was just like, what? I love it. I don't know how legit it is or anything, but it's so good. And it reminded me, it's like people have always through spirituality, being able to connect to that kind of feeling through prayer and through meditation and being silent and hearing that frequency that is in the universe, but being able to completely access it is a whole different level. Can you imagine that? Imagine if that was the meaning to life. The frequency, I don't know what I don't know how it works. I think it would be too complicated for me to even comprehend. But whatever caused the Big Bang, it was around before that. It was the consciousness that spoke the Big Bang into existence, the universe into existence, in a metaphorical sense. I agree, Stephen. Anything is possible. Like this, let's say, is there life? Is there life out? And I feel like everything is life. The whole world, the whole fucking universe is just life, and there's 100% some shit out there that we cannot even fathom. Like, can you imagine when people were in the times when the Earth was flat? In their mind, they didn't know that it was where we 3D and all that kind of shit. Or is it 4D? I don't know. But imagine trying to comprehend what do they mean the world's round and gravity and all that kind of stuff. Like, how do they... It's something that you can't even fathom. So the stuff that we're going to find out in the future, we're not even going to be able to understand it. And I think it'll have something to do with different dimensions and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that stuff is so real. Probably cycle through different lives. Your soul your body is like a fucking your body's like a car and your soul is the engine. And that's who you are. And when you die, the engine floats up into the sea of souls, and then you get sucked back down again into another body in a different time or some shit like that, or maybe even somewhere else. Imagine that shit. Fucking mad. Let's put it this way. You're tapped into the frequency that most musicians inhabit. Each frequency has its own qualities and purposes, and these come with their own understandings. All is one. Is all. I completely get that. That's what happens. It's like, when say you're exactly right with music. When someone dials in and they're being creative, they're tapping into something that's hard to explain. It's otherworldly almost, you know what I mean? It's being in the now completely, and the universe is just gifting you ideas and creativity. It's amazing. And everyone, it's so spot on, Dante. Everyone has different frequencies. That's why when people make music, most people sound different. Especially if they're unique, they dial into their own creativity. It's so mad. But I feel like it's the same for people who play sport, people who surf. It's the same kind of thing. Any passion that you do, when you're dialed in, it takes you to a different place. It doesn't really matter what you do. It can be knitting. It can be anything. Like, sometimes I feel like when I've written the best songs, it's always when I haven't been trying to think about it and overcomplicate it. It's just when I sit there and I just vibe out to the beat, and it just goes and it all comes out at once without really overthinking anything. It's like you're just being gifted this fucking song. I think they're in the state of the purest form of the universe. True creativity is pure creation. We are one with creation and all that is. Jess, fucking completely agree with you. Daniel, my engine is cooked. So's mine, man. I've had to I've almost had to sub it out for a new one. I used the wrong oils, you know. Certain petrols that I shouldn't have. I should have used unleaded instead of leaded. It's important to be open-minded about this too. Like, we only know what is true to our limited human physiological bodies. Totally. Love this. This is mad. I love talking about this kind of stuff. But can you imagine out there in space and shit, the stuff that we just don't know, like worlds that are made of chemicals and stuff that we can't even fathom. Hey Six, you've been a massive inspiration for me to be better man for my family and myself. Your song, Real Friends, couldn't be more accurate. Hayden, much love, I appreciate that. Champion, thank you. Okay, is there aliens? Well, they say there is 100,000 exoplanets. But I've never heard of one talk about the massive amount of time and space in between the exoplanets. Yeah, oh man, I'm praying for the day that we develop some sort of connection with, you know, really complicated life out there. Me and my brother and his two friends, sounds silly. We literally, I don't know what it was, but it was a UFO. I'm like 95%. Well, it was more than one. It was hours, right? We're standing on the balcony, and they were like these little black circles in the sky, and they looked like full stops, you know, and they were just floating, and then there was like, I think there was one, and then it kind of separated, and there was a few, but they were just moving like that, and then down. And it was so insane that they were separating, going back together, and they kind of got further in the distance and then just vanished. And this happened for hours. We got footage of it and everything. And I've tried to look it up online to figure out what it was. People say it's weather balloons, but it's like there's no chance because just the way they were moving around was just impossible. And then looked up sightings of people that, you know, claim to have seen UFOs, and I swear to God that the videos that have been shown were exactly the same. And we have the footage. You can't really see it though, because, you know, like back in the day, you zoom in on something that's in the sky, and the camera shakes and it just doesn't look good. But what we saw was just like, what the fuck is going on? We were just hooked. Same night you were all smoking DMT. No, it wasn't. No, to be clear. Maybe we're simple life forms and advanced aliens are waiting for us to catch up. I've seen a lot of people say that they're just sitting there observing us, and the moment that we're going to step into a time where we, you know, use nukes and just fucking annihilate the entire world fighting, they're going to step in and just cut it off. That would be great if that's the case. I don't know, but it's like there's a movie called Arrival, which is probably one of my favorite movies. It is so amazing. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's just like so hard to comprehend what might be out there, and that movie's just so good. Swear. I swear great musers always bump into those UFO things. A great artist, perhaps, is like when they tap thus. No, it wasn't the DMT. No, it wasn't. I swear it wasn't. I love you, you know that. Chelsea, I love you too, babe. What's up, Tice? Picked up surfing to keep busy and feeling good in life. I'm terrible at it, but it's a new addiction for me. Good one. Hell yeah. When you surf and shit, is it like you just get in this kind of like a trance, you know, like fucking you just, that's what you're doing. That's, everything else is just flushed out, and that's where you go. The universe is a massive place. Who knows what else is out there? Fucking oath. Lucid Luke. Simplest answer for me is spiritual beings trying to live human life. That is just a vessel. Hell yeah. The movie is called Arrival. Very dark and eerie and shit. It's a slow movie. It's a sci-fi. Excuse me. It's a sci-fi, but it's brilliant. Really, really amazing. Hell yeah, Alfie. That's great, man. What tat you getting next? Man, I'm so lazy. I don't know if I want to keep going with the tats, you know? I do. Like, I want to finish everything off, but instead of getting new stuff, I need to just commit and get stuff finished. Like, I need to get my arm finished, and I need to get all this properly filled in, you know what I mean? And I've got, my chest has probably got about 20 hours to go as well. Yeah, I've seen that, Tenet. That was really hard to understand, you know, like, it was great. I love people that make those kind of movies and shit. There's a show called Dark, a German show, and that's all about kind of the multiverse theory. It's so good. I do have runes on me, John. Are you going to get more, Jess? My craziest theory is that we're all aliens from different races. There are humans too, but at certain times consciousness is inserted into vessels. And it's like a big brother house, like a resort. That's mad. I love diving deep on that shit. When I heard that guy interviewed about how he heard that the voice of God and how they honed into that frequency, and he got so emotional and he just sounded so genuine about it, and the fact that, you know, people were trying to take it and abuse it. It was so believable. I was like, I'm kind of bought into that. Just the thought part 2 would be great about all this stuff. Be sick. I just wouldn't know. Fuck, it would be hard to explain all this stuff. Gotta get in that zone. Bob Hope, would you consider doing some more gangster rap? The song you dropped about Superman trapping the other week was dope as. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because that was, when I did that song, it was great because I actually was able to just do gangster shit. But because I was doing it as if I was Superman, I could get away with it. Where if I was doing it as if, you know, just doing it myself, I don't think I could get away with, like, talking gangster shit. Do you think there are just things we never supposed to know? I can't imagine a time where the human race will ever solve all of these mysteries in life. Yeah, I don't think I'm sure they'll get there, you know. Like, imagine in, like, fuck, technology's gone so far. In 100 or even just 50 years, it's going to be at a level of just, like, mind-blowing shit. Like other dimensions, like, the internet is like a digital dimension, you know what I mean? Like, where the fuck is the internet? The fact that they might be able to plug in your consciousness. Fuck, just the thoughts of that. Love it. Imagine taking out your consciousness and putting it onto a fucking USB. Absolutely, Anthony. It's a fucking sick movie. Denzel's son. He's good. Yep. Deals, that's it, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I was writing. I was keen to get it done, and then just I don't know how we got here. Talking about fucking Alex Jones and shit. The pattern of reality is a paradox. As soon as you discover something, it uncovers more unknowns. With great wisdom, there is great grief. With much knowledge comes much sorrow. Got some wisdom on you, brother. I'm a clean skin. What if in reality, when we are awake, we are dreaming, and when we sleep, that is the real reality? Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Just took it there. I feel like dreams are definitely tapping into some other shit, though. Even just the feeling of deja vu. That shit is weird. Strange feeling. Yeah, Josh, we took it there, eh? I'm going to have to get off in a sec, guys, but I forgot. I have actually some responsible stuff I should have done in the morning. I'm at the point in my life where I'm trying to enjoy the moment. I'm 28 and haven't enjoyed 1 minute of my last 10 years of my life. I live for tomorrow, for a better future, and all that matters is now. How are you going with that? Have you been improving? Bigfoot is God. Imagine that. Just roaming around and shit. Everyone's looking for him and he just wants to hide. You're piped out hard. Get off it, cuz you're never going to be back in the rap scene without getting off the shot. Tumney. They hook the internet up to quantum computers so they know how we all think as a whole, and therefore they can direct us as they will. Damn. Oh, that's wild even to think about that. I think there will constantly be new mysteries to solve. What happens? We do get the answers to all of our questions. It'll probably let us down. I think the kind of the urgency and want to know, and then if you it's like when you like say you want a fucking mad car. It's mad when you get it, but then a week later it's like, oh yeah, that's my car. I feel like I've missed the point of our human experience by trying to find something more, forgetting about what is. Damn, that's deep, Jess. I understand completely. But you're young still, so no better time than now. I feel the same in many ways, Peace, Patrick. You can't discount dreams as not being reality. It's all reality. Dreams are anchors in the consciousness, which in turn creates them. Dante dropping bombs. Caleb, thank you. It's pretty out there at the moment. No longer in survival mode. I'm clear and normal. What if I assume people call happiness? If it's a state of calmness, maybe the heights of happiness I seek are not realistic. I think I know what you mean. Happiness is almost like the high. But being still and just going with it is probably the way. When I read Eckhart Tolle's books, for some reason when I read those, I kind of get snapped back into being more present and stuff, and I probably should start reading them again because I'm not at the moment. I'm just looking for anything to escape. And when I say that, I'm just talking about like it's like fucking like deep diving conspiracy theories or watching shows and playing video games and stuff like that. In my opinion, you'd be one of the founding fathers of modern Oz rap hip hop, if that's the way of putting it. The awards on your wall there behind you back that up. Can I contact you via webpage? Cheers. Michael, I appreciate that. I definitely wouldn't say I'm a founding father of well, I guess I know what you mean when you say modern Oz rap. I was very lucky to, you know, have the success with Falling and Flying. It was good. Yeah, let's give Tumney some love. Needs a bit of compassion. How old are you, Tumney? What's wrong with you, brother? Why do you feel the need to come in here and just try and be nasty and shit? Doesn't even make sense if you think about it. Like, we're just chilling, man. Jess, it's like when I went from full explosive colourful mania and deep dark pain, and now I'm just lack of feeling, not numb, but just plateaued, which is nice, but makes you rethink the whole point of life. I completely understand where you're coming from, eh? When your emotions drive you and then you don't have them, it's like you're on a ship with no captain suddenly, realizing you're the person in charge with no idea where to go. Yeah, you're good at putting the words down. It blows my mind. Listen to your little Sook 360. How old do you reckon this dude is? 15 max? Be hilarious if this person is in their fucking 20s. You once wrote a poster when signaling. You once wrote on a poster when signing it. Dream big. Hell yeah. Gar. Say your name, Gar. See you, Nicole. $14. I reckon he's 14 too. Synaptics, peace out, brother. You had my dream and you actually put it into action. I admire you greatly. I appreciate that. How old are you, Gar? Gar quoi? I think the sad part is when people like that dude come in, it's a lot of the times they're like typing like he's 14 and saying all this kind of just stupid shit like he's 14, but a lot of the times they might be in their late 20s, early 30s, or even older, and you got to know, like, I kind of sometimes that people coming in and talking shit like that dude can get to me, but when you think about how fucking miserable someone must be to come in and try to be just say such personal nasty stuff to someone that they don't even know, like how bad is your life? If anyone who's, you know, a good person and enjoying their life doesn't go and troll like that. And it usually stems from a place of like supreme insecurity of like not achieving anything, and someone who they see as someone who doesn't deserve the attention, or they deserve it, you know, more than more than the person that they're trying to bring down. It's like this kind of jealous, comes from a jealous place. They'll never admit it because they hate the person, but that's where it usually stems from. It's like this guy completely hates that I've semi-achieved something and believes I don't deserve it, and it does stem from complete envy. Don't act like you don't know who I am, 60. I know your little secrets. Tumney, the Beast. I'm trying to figure out if I've even heard of you, but nah. It's because the internet is anonymity. We are all guilty of trolling. Tumney is upset that no one shows him any love. He's alright. Tumney, you'll be right, mate. There it is. There, see, he's projecting. Ignore the dude. You'll be fine, Tumney. Oh, thank you, Jess. So I need to write down what you were saying, Jess. Was is it called Gaia? Gaia. I want to look that stuff. It's 2011, driving around, bumping, falling and flying, no social media worry about, life's good. Hell yeah, Teddy, thank you. Get back in the zone. We're doing the anniversary tour and stuff, re-releasing Falling and Flying with a bunch of songs that didn't actually make the album, and also doing a whole bunch of new stuff too. Moved away from Australia and I'm in California chasing my dream. One day you'll all hear about me. The flow. Fuck yeah, man. How old are you? Good on ya. Ancient Aliens, Deep Space, and Missing Links. Okay, got it. Boom. All right, peeps, I'm going to jump off now. Thanks for joining. It was good riding the bars. I don't know where it came from and why we went down that fucking rabbit hole, but I enjoyed it. Tumney, much love, brother. What metal bands are you into? I don't listen to metal that much. Is System of a Down considered metal? Because I really like them. Why don't you see that you are my child? Why don't you know that you are my mind? Kill everyone in the world. I don't know the lyrics, but I love that song, Forest or some shit. Oh boy, fuck yeah. Big ups to you too. Legend. Jules. Top bloke listening since the original Fourth Ride mixtapes. Fucking champion. Appreciate you. Chop Suey is a great song. It's really weird, like the music that I listen to is like Tom Tallis and shit, you know. I'm listening to old classical fucking choir music and stuff. It's crazy. It's so good though. Like I really, really enjoy it, and I want to incorporate that into rap somehow. Like I don't like the typical classical stuff, but I really dig that kind of dark kind of eerie stuff that you might hear in certain movies. And I've been trying to find more songs that just sound really kind of haunting with choir in it. I love that shit. Oh, Lucid, you fucking legend. Much love, 60. I'm gonna follow you. Eat some bars, one love, mate. Thanks, brother. Appreciate ya. Thank you, Lucid, you legend. Idea was like a massive inspiration for me back in the day. See you, Chelsea. See you, Jess. See you, Nicole. See you, everyone. Have a fucking mad day. Feel like the next 3 days are going to be quite, could be potentially scary for what's going on in the States, you know. So if anyone's over there, take care of yourself. Don't go out and protest. Just sounds like it could get messy. Jasmine, hope you're well. Love your music. Thanks, babe. See you, Chelsea.